Hello everyone, V here and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Now last time we managed to wrap up basically every single thing to do in the Crystaldream Lake when it comes to the side quests. So, the only thing left to do is to go to the junkyard and help the dude to get his a replacement compass. Okay, you hear some growling and shrieking and laughing nearby. And despite it being a bad idea because it's probably more of those horrible fairies, you go to check it out. Does in fact turn out to be more of those horrible fairies. These ones are tormenting a badger, which is backed up into a shallow burrow and frantically swatting at them as they poke at it with little knives. Just as you're starting to back away, grateful that they haven't noticed you, you step on a dry twig, of course. It cracks noisily and the fairies turn around. Dang it, twig! Well, time to fight them. Okay, thank you for the extra healing. And as always, adding extra stuff to the music. Our mosquito might as well make himself more useful because out of all familiars, I think this dude is honestly the best so far. Yuan, the badger seems grateful, or at least as grateful as a badger can seem, which isn't very much to be honest. Fairy look makes up the difference, however. Nice, thank you. Okay, so now. A huge fishing rod cooks the crab from the inside. Hot rod, nice. Magical weapon. This rod is almost too hot to handle. Mysticality plus 2 hot damage. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm not a cheese wizard, so something shiny. Okay, conductive ring. The famed avant-garde band leader Clover Guggins commissioned jewelry made out of conductor's batons so he could operate several orchestras at once. Orchestra Strike also increases your muscle mysticality and moxie by 1. I mean, interesting for longer fights? But yeah, not gonna use it. I like the one with the saxophone. Yeah, this pile of trash must be especially appealing to flies. Of course, a radio. Yeah, this radio must be solar powered or trash powered. This pile of trash smells much worse than other piles, so time to... There we go, boost soaked handkerchief, now we can dig through it. Congratulations, it's the worst pair of pants you've ever imagined. Yay! Wearing these pants make me wish I could afford better pants. Okay, so that's what makes them better at meat fighting? Okay. Okay, what do we have here? This hobo is trying to wrestle a stove out of a pile of trash. Howdy, I'm Beanie. Hi Beanie, I'm Vivian. What are you up to? I'm trying to get this stove so I can hold it back to our hobo camp outside of Ocean City. Oh, you know about the camp? Yep, I'll be cooking up a mess of beans once I get the stove back there, let me tell ya. Let's ask about hobo code. Sure, heck, I know about a dozen different symbols for beans. Wouldn't one be enough? They all look pretty similar now that you mention it. Okay, unfortunately, I cannot do that much. Let's see, what do I want to... What are you looking to maximize? Muscle. Okay, might as well. Let's give him a hand. Nice to see you again. Whoa, getting this stove loose is like pulling corn cup through a keyhole. Yeah, with a sort of grunting and heaving, the two to yank the stove free. Whoa, thanks a million, pal. Now I just gotta drag this back to camp. I'll be in beansness. Haha. That was terrible. And see you around, Beanie. And now I can put my glasses back on. Looks like all the wet, slimy trash has been sorted into this pile. Do I have any sleaze armor? Sandwich cream? Oh. Oh, I have. Good. I'm so glad that I bought this stuff from Crystal. Nasty spoon. It looks like this spoon has been used to eat a lot of unspeakable chowders. No, thank you. Okay, so I think that's all on the outside. Time to go inside. This opening leads to an underground labyrinth of filth. Unfortunately, your Geiger counter is ticking faintly, so you're probably going to have to go in there. I hope you aren't wearing your favorite anything. Yeah, it turns out that this garbage dump is much deeper and older than it initially appeared. Huge rooms and tunnels have been carved out of the trash like the worst archaeological dig imaginable. And just to make a bad scene worse, it looks like a whole gang of those horrible little fairies have made a home in here. Because of course they did. It is an ironically have buried shovel here. Let's take it. Always might need one. Wait, this is the exit. Okay. So I might either fight them or sneak around. I want to take a look over here. This tunnel is big enough to accommodate you if you can muster flexibility, and assuming you're neither claustrophobic nor germophobic. Now, you know what? I'm going to go the violent way. So, first thing first, saxophone, then flute. Yes, so I can keep getting healed up, just in case. Do I have any good combat items? Restore 2 action points. Nah, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go with regular fighting. Yeah, this is what I said about Molly. Her attacks are pretty okay, but they are very unpredictable about who they are going to hit. So, yeah, not too good when you have a lot of enemies with a lot of health. Your reward is getting to explore further in a literal garbage tunnel. Yeah, oh, down to out, you can have some loot too. Nice, thank you. Even more, there's a whole flock of fairies here all armed with rusty needles. It almost seems like they're practicing their fencing skills, but their fighting style is so chaotic it's hard to tell. So, once again, the same thing over and over. Saxophone, flute. Make the mosquito. Attack twice for me? What do we have here? Let's go with this one. Yeah, thankfully there's only one target left, so all the shots are going to land only on that one target. Squirrel cheese. The fairies keep squirrels the way we used to keep cows. One can only hope that someday they will face a similar reckoning. I see. I don't want to know how they milk it, but yeah. A foot from a big statue. That's how far you are away from this and what it is. He's pretty depressed. You listen to the statue. It's sad about the passage of time, but you managed to make it feel a little better by reminding it that it's still a really big, really strong foot. It gives you some toe jam as a gesture of thanks. Thank you. Kinda gross, but okay. Someone threw away an entire fence? Yeah, teetering set of bricks is all holding up out of the ceiling. Time to kick, and what? Yeah, the trash has collapsed into an unsafe staircase-like keep. I was extremely lucky. So now we have a back door to this place. But we aren't done with everything. This should be it, yeah. The Geiger counter is really going nuts. This must be the spot. Just beneath the surface, your shovels strike the top of a crate. The Geiger counter continues its irritating clickery. You give the top of the old crate a mighty stomp and end up ankle deep in compasses. It's better than being as deep in pump ankles, okay? That's what you always say. Anyway, enough jokes. Grab the least ruined looking compass. This is the compass from back before they changed which way is north. You also breathe a sign of relief as you turn off that annoying Geiger counter. Now back to the lighthouse. Not just yet. I want to explore this entire place. But yeah, we got the most important part done. There's the fairies in that direction, flitting around giggling manically, and occasionally saying things in other people's voices that you can only assume were those people's last words. Well, time to make the entire forest a little bit safer place. Saxophone? Flute? Some blood-sucking? And this should be more than enough. Thank you, so much better. Fairy charm, plus 3 magical weapon attacks, fairy cake. With those fairies out of the way, you can get to the northern tunnel. Wait, is that north? The left-turn tunnel. Perfect. Okay. Wire coat hanger, definitely gonna take this. Advert itself has hobo code in it. Code reach, what is jump, really? Wow, that really makes you think. Of course it does. Also, how much experience I have? I have 116 experience points. Technically I could go either put double materials from gathering or +1 to Moxie over here, but I think I'm gonna wait and get 1 extra muscle point. This room is positively swarming with fairies, so there must be something pretty good over there, or at least something that fairies think is pretty good, which is an opinion you might or might not share. Well, once again, time to fight. Thankfully, these guys don't have that much health, so I guess in a way you could say that it's relatively easy to take them on. Now let's take a look. What do I have here? I'm going to, lick the car battery and let's make the mosquito go 1 more round on the enemies. Oh, this one is tough. Okay, there's the fairy exploder, I see. Okay, let's deal with this one first. Okay, so I don't need to do anything extra over here. That wasn't that bad. Okay, wand core. This is a tiny magical thread that makes those fairy wands so magical and so annoying. Make any weapon into a wand. Okay, no thank you. Someone has thrown away a perfectly good giant level piggy bank. Sorry, Piggy. Hey, whoever threw this out didn't take the meat out first. Nice, finders keepers. Flush. An inviting tub of piping hot water, piping hot and clean water. Your brain is insisting that this is impossible and the rest of your body is yelling at it to shut up. Have a soak. Take off your clothes behind the privacy of this narration box and slide into the tub. Your aches, pains, and various worries drift away in the luxurious steam. Nice. You sigh, delighting in a way you sigh, causes the steam to blow around. You continue to relax the tub until the water stops being hot. Nice. Reluctantly leave the tub and dry yourself off with a towel you find in a nearby pile of trash before putting your clothes back on. That was fantastic. There we go. Hot bath. Nice. Also, I think, yep, I have just enough for extra skills, and I have 6 muscle because of the bath. I think that's it. I think that's everything that you can technically find in the junkyard. At least that's what I think so. Okay, time to head back to the lighthouse. Nope, turn around and leave. I am not creating a space-time continuum. Okay, what? I mean a space-time continuum anomaly. Okay, what do you want? Hey sugar, hold still a minute while I hit you in the knees with this lead pipe, okay? What? No! Oh, come on! Got a swell idea for improving my kneecapping technique and I want to test it out. Well, you can wait until you get into a fight with someone and try it out on them. Oh, I hate waiting for stuff. Okay, fair enough, but still, I'd rather keep my kneecaps. Okay, hello again. You find an old compass you're looking for? I sure did. Here, what do you think? Could use a polish, but it seems to be in good condition. Alright, I'll swap you. Let me get an old Geiger counter back from you too. Got a cursed compass. This compass always points towards the evil version of Hoth. Right. Thanks. Yep, no problem. Get along now. I've got a lot of important nothing to take care of. Of course you do. Did we already asked about this? Okay, I think that's everything. So, time to go back to the Ocean City. No, wait. Sorry? What do you want? Charles, okay. That's something I find handy. I finally found the time to check out this door behind me, and turns out there was an old bricked-up passageway back there. It leads right to the purple door. Well, that's pretty convenient. Thanks, Charles. Hey, don't mention it, kiddo. Leave without mentioning it. Good, because now I can give... Do I have anything? Yep. Okay, here's a cut of the crossbar in this case of vodka. Gotta be careful with this stuff, it might end up drinking you. On this case of gin. This'll gin up some more business for sure. Thank you, that's much better. Because I believe I did not... Yeah, I did not raid the first aid cabinet, and it refills every single day. So that's it. I got that compass. So good, not too much of an ordeal, I hope. It had been worse, I guess. There was some horrible parries. What? No, don't tell me. Just uncurse that thing and then get some rest. Okay. I think next artifact is a book. I'll have the location narrowed down by morning. Fair enough, okay. What would you like to uncurse today? The shadow-tainted compass. You sit with a compass in both hands, so the machine whirs and whines and shakes around you. The machine, you feel, is frustrated. Some internal mechanism is swinging wildly, frantically, then crack. It figures out whatever it needed to do, and there's no more curse, not in the compass, not anymore. It still points to Old North though, so it's practically useless. Just a compass. You remove the curse from this compass, making it just a compass. Okay, I see. Fine. It's painful, but I'm smiling. Compass curse is now transfixed in the uncursing machine. Dare you project your consciousness inside it? I will there. This is great. God, that looks sore. This is madness. That foolhardy scoot gotta get a little killed. What do you think we ought to do? Let's get out of here. Go home. Don't you think things were just fine the way they were? Why are we doing this? I mean, playing baseball? Looks dead in the eye and just a nervy chuckle. Yeah, that's right, kid. We should listen to what the coach has to say. Like him or not, he is our coach. We ought to listen to what he has to say. People say not to change horses in midstream, but what if the horse is trying to get you bashed in the head with a baseball? That's a horse worth changing. And trust me, I know from horses. I saw one once. Alright, well, see ya. Yeah, this is basically a massacre. I'm disgusted that it's come to this. We all know you're the weak link on the team. Some would say the team accountant shouldn't even be allowed on the field. But you tell me, did all my years of including you in team lunches and burpees make you into a baseball player? Okay. Yes, coach, I'm ready to hit the balls. Goose. That's what I wanted to hear. Your destiny is out there on the diamond sun. Go and hit it in the parking lot. Say, Crush, why do you wear a funny-looking hat? Nothing funny about it, son. It's a cloche. The coach is cloche. It's traditional. Gee, coach, I think Mirabelle will ever marry me. I can't answer that, son. All I can tell you is that Mirabelle has married every World Series MVP since the series was first contested in 1903. You work out the rest. Excuse me, coach, I gotta go hit something. And 3 more minds broken by baseball. Basically, you gotta beat their score. Yeah, but the thing is, you will never be able to... You'll never be able to hit the ball. But you can literally beat their score. Son, my #1 boy, you did it, you son of a gun, you won the whole damn game. I really did good, coach. Look at the scoreboard, it's 0-0, that's the whole ball game. I couldn't have done it without you. This is one for the accountants. And this is one for who said, baby, gee coach, you think Mirabelle will marry me now? Later, champ, there'll be time for that later. Right now, you better fuck her up, here comes the coach's big sniff. What? Yeah, that was weird. Funny, the compass feels extremely reassuring now that it's back to being an ordinary little thing in your hand, and not something hurled at your head in oversized ghostly form from every cardinal direction. It glows faintly. Nice. Extra item drops, extra meat drops. Think you're ever scared of a little old compass. Gee, coach, do you think Mirabelle will ever marry me? I don't know, Vivian, but you don't need to call me coach. We're friends. Call me Jessica. Could you call me coach then? Maybe take it easy with that machine for a little while. Of course. So, get some sleep. But I got some applications for the new storefront I fixed up over there on the other side of the Cola Wars surplus store. Got a second to pick one? Let's see. The first applicant is La Table Enchantée. It's like high-end kitchen store, magical utensils and the like. The second is Bertram's Bakery, but it's a buddy of mine from my restaurant days. He makes a good loaf. And last applicant is Punches and Bludgeons. This fella's really excited about weaponry. Let's go with Bakery. Okay, I'll get it moved in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. Thanks, Charles. Found a spot next to it for that horrible potted worm Grady gave you. You put the crystal gave you on the shelf. Is that clear? Crystal. I rub the crystal, twinkling fingers, +3 to magical weapon attacks. That's nice. Also, the doll is a traditional 3-armed doll in the top shelf. Must have been left by the previous tenant. Yeah, it used to be a 2-armed doll, but yeah. Now we get to see what time travel shenanigans do. You're ready to make the transition from crystal dream to regular dreams. Let's have some sleep. Glaxton, of course. You repeat it enough times, it starts to sound like a real word. Is the museum of skulls, obviously. Wait a minute. One of these skulls is yours, and it's missing its teeth. Give it the ones you're carrying. You put the teeth back in your skull. It tries to thank you, but you have no tongue. You get an item, no tongue. Not sure what this is, but you're sure what it isn't. Curious? You don't want to talk about this museum anymore. A strange conversation is taking place here. Participate. The woman scowls at you. You'd better have some good news for me, Terence. The good news is I'm dreaming. Everything is in order, Madame President. Good. The damn project is complete? And is it what I said? It's running at maximum capacity, ma'am. You'll have all the electricity you need. What about the interloper? I guess they are talking about me. I'll show you an interloper. I mean, this is my dream, right? My research proceeds apace. Surveillance has indicated that their last name is Taylor. Their mother is Mr. Morris's sister. President's frown deepens. Any relative of Murray Morris is an enemy of ours. Find them and get them out of the picture. Not much that we can do. Of course, Madame President. Both parents and the President wink out of existence with an ominous sonic pop. You're ready for this dream to be over. And how? Yeah, it seems like there is some sort of invisible wall here. You can't go no further, unfortunately. Don't lay back to the waking world. And another day, I actually gotta check her. No, not perks, effects. Okay, so I lost the warm bath effect. Unfortunately, okay, so I guess this is something that you can, because you can do it only once, so I guess this is something that you should technically keep for one specific thing. Yeah. I'm not going to do that thing right now. That's basically for... You get to start your day, but you should really check in with Jessica first to see what's up. I wanted to open the map, but I think it's the boardwalk. The games over there, they require an incredible amount of stats. I guess the only way to win all of them is to wait until the last chapter, then go take a bath, get all the possible stat increasing effects, and then try. His little tentacle buddy. Gross. Okay, rub the crystal. Sit. Pretend to fight. Nice. Okay, this is... Yeah, hello, you awful little creature. Nothing with a TV. Morning, Vivian. How are you feeling? Fine, I guess. I've been having weird dreams. Oh, like the one where you're driving a car, but you're in the back seat and can't reach any of the controls? I can't remember very clearly, but I think it was weirder than that. I really hate that one. Anyway, I found the next cursed thing. It's a hardcover book about EB, and it's somewhere on the campus of the Seaside Institute of Technology in Porkham. You ready to go? I haven't even had any coffee yet. I'm sure you'll be able to find coffee when you get there. They probably invented some kind of high-powered science coffee or something. Right. Do you have a map of the place? No, but it's a college campus. It can't be that hard to find your way around. College students do it all day. You must Porkham leave from the usual stuff. Good luck. Thanks. Nobody I need to call right now? Okay, I'm pretty damn sure that... Maybe the mob will call me later on. Yeah, but let's take a look at the bakery. Hi, are you Bertram? I'm Vivian, a friend of Charles. Well, heck, call me Bert. Please, that's nice to meet you, Vivian. Any friend of Charles is a friend of mine. In fact, I'll give you a friend discount. Wow, really? Sure, just assume that all my prices would be 10% higher if we weren't friends. Great. Yeah, what's for sale? Rusty roll? Oh, nice. Mother and rich flowers. So I guess I will be able to make the old boy familiar if I'll ever... That's good. I'm gonna buy a couple of those. That's frozen toast. Burnt toast. Nice pumpernickel. But no, thanks. However, I almost forgot about one thing. Let's have a drink. Nice, thanks for the cut. Okay, beer, wine, vodka, gin. My muscle is the lowest, so let's go with that one. He slaps the shot glass down in front of you and fills it to the brim with vodka. Your gullet is being warmed by some vodka. Shot in the belly. Nice. Always something. Muscle, mysticality, moxie. Now? Yeah, now my mysticality is the lowest, but that's fine. Okay, only 28. Only 28 experience points. Not too good, but... Alright, I can increase. I got a mailbox that has been picked over by some vandals. Nice. You write the letterbox. It was heavier than it looked, but you're more responsible than you look too. I completely forgot that I have a couple more extra items that I can do first. Welding mask. Hot photography. Thank you. So basically, just gonna keep changing. Hats. And there we go. And now I can go back to my uncursed fedora. Fortune teller's tent. Okay, now pay for reading. This is something that you will waste a little bit money on, but yeah. The team takes your meat and begins. The first card reveals the past events that led you here. She slowly draws a card. The Emperor of Bucks, very interesting. Okay. She starts a laugh. This implies an event in your school day. Something about skeletons, perhaps? Skeletons. Not ringing any bells. The second card is about where you are in the present. Oh, this is the incisive midwife? So, where did you learn to read tarot cards? He stares at you intently. This card suggests that you're currently near water. Can't argue with that, I suppose. The last card reveals your future. Ah, the Lord of the Arrows. Oh my, what does it mean? In your future I see a great, danger? I think it's danger. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for that. Consider what just happened. You gotta take a couple of those. Okay, the Drunken Explorer. Isn't this your birthday? She glares at you. This suggests a lingering memory in your early childhood, something to do with the circus. Not ringing any bells. The second card is about your present, but not like Primbo present, like the present. The above average financier. Ominous. Okay. This one means that you're having your fortune told. Yes, this is true. The last card reveals your future. This is the Five of Beans. What does this mean? In your future, I see either wealth or poverty, depending on your choices. I see. This is a total baloney, but the longer you're gonna do it, eventually you're gonna get one perk. The Baron of Cups, very interesting. This is about lingering memory in your childhood, something about a fire perhaps? A fire, I see. Second card is about where you are in the present. Amusing coach. What deck are you using again? She raises an eyebrow at you. This card indicates that you're in a fortune teller's tent. Okay, yeah, I guess that's correct. And last, the Priest of Hearts. Really? Your future holds new pants. Okay, I'll keep an eye for that. Consider what happened. Gotta perk skeptical. I'm pretty sure that the mystical aspects of the tarot are overstated. There we go. Now we have one extra point of mysticality. And the most dreaded chapter because back to school. SIT campus. Okay, first thing first, library. And for those who played West of Loathing, you will see a couple of familiar faces. As you enter the library, an elderly man, presumably the librarian, waves you over to his desk. Oh, I'm afraid I didn't recognize you. Are you a student here? Oh no, I'm just looking for a book. I'm sorry, the Institute's library is only for students, alumni, and faculty. It's really important that I see this book though. I do wish I could help you, but rules are rules. You'll have to inquire at the admissions office first. Shoot. Oh, the Junius Fitzgerald Technology. Of course. Inside the admissions clerk was someone the admissions clerk needs to keep their seat warm. Let's have a talk. Hello, how can I help you? Hi, the librarian said I need to be a student to use library, so I guess I'm here to take the most absurdly roundabout route to my goals possible. Oh, well, you'll be interested in the accelerated course then. Our usual undergraduate degree is a 4-year program, but the accelerated course only takes 3 years? Is still kind of more than I was hoping. Hours. 3 hours. Oh, okay, great. How much will it cost? Are you from this area? Yeah, Poughkeepsie originally, but I'm living in Ocean City. Well, you're in luck. What with the accelerated course being discounted, plus a further discount for local education incentives, plus a further discount for the fact that we're in the middle of a break and the facilities would otherwise be idle, tuition will be 100 meet. Wow, that sounds really reasonable. We also have some leftover grant money for low-income students this fiscal year if you need assistance. The grand total would come to 3. I will totally take you up on that. Great, sign here and we'll get you all set up. What would you like to take as your major? Now, that's a big decision. Well, since we're on a break and a lot of the teachers are out of town, it's actually not all that big. The 3 options available are botany, robotectronics, or chemicals. In botany's combat, you basically will have to fight a lot. Robotectronics is actually pretty cool. It's like very, very basic programming, but still pretty damn cool. And there's chemicals. extremely difficult puzzle. But, you know, which one? I've done all three of those. And I've done all three of those. But you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to show you how to do the difficult puzzle, the chemicals. Next, choose a minor, which can be geology, metaacoustics, or astronomy. A combat puzzle, sillier puzzle. Which one do I want? Geology, metaacoustics, astronomy? Not as much as I want a silly puzzle, I want to also do a little bit of fighting to get extra experience, so there. And finally get one elective, spiders, culinary science, or is that spiders combat? No, I'm not doing that. Culinary science, stat changes, physical education, management. That's basically at one point you'll just have to I'm trying to find the right word. You will be a coach for the sports team. And at one point the only way to win will be basically to cook them up on drugs so they will win with the enemy. So yeah, there's that person. I'm going with culinary science. The clerk makes a few notes and gathers some papers. Okay, great, that's everything. Here's your transcript sheet. In order to graduate, you'll need to get each of your 3 instructors to sign that after you pass your class. Okay, where do I go to get started? Here's a map to help you get around campus. Nice. Some monographed map, the Seaside Institute of Technology campus. Chemicals, coloring, vectoring. And here's your student ID. Don't lose that, it's how Athena identifies you. Who's Athena? Athena is our campus security. It's an acronym for Ask the New Electronic Doorway Security System for Access. Right. Never let the guy who builds a thing be named. Anyway, welcome to the Seaside Institute of Technology. Just in time to my lunch break. Oh my, sorry, I swallowed my own tongue. Just in time to my lunch break starts right now. He stands up from her desk and leaves with a wave. Thanks. A little plaque under the photo says, Lucy P. Wormwood, Dean of Students. Okay. A pile box is probably student records. The admissions clerk is out to lunch. A little sign on her desk says back in March. Of course, just a pile box is probably student records, as the 8-track tape hasn't been invented yet. All the events listed on this board either happened last month or are going to happen next month. Well, shucks. But now, that's what I wanted to say. Remember the side show, freak show in the west of Loathing? These are these guys. Hello again, are you a student now? I am? Yeah, got my student ID and everything, see? Yes, that looks to be in order. Very well then, my name is Douglas, what can I do for you? Why does that man have an eyeball for a head? He's quite a sight, isn't he? Please don't be alarmed. I'm not confused, to be honest. Ted and I, and our colleague Janet over there to my right, share our, shall we say, unusual past. What happened? We worked in a circus sideshow together, and that was more than 30 years ago now. You don't seem like a sideshow material. Perhaps not, but regard it. He stands up and turns to face the wall. But he's still looking right at you. His entire back's identical to his front, with another face on the back of his head, and all of his clothes tailored to match. What? Ah, please excuse me, but I do always enjoy the reactions of new students. He's back down to a torus of cracks and pops as his joints reverse into new positions. Holy jeez. Oh, don't worry, it sounds much worse than it feels. A regimen of stretching exercises keeps me fit as a fiddle. Anyway, after the 3 of us escaped the circus, we headed east. Then Steve took us in, out of scientific curiosity, and gave us work as librarians. How did you escape? Ah, well, it's not a story that really bears recounting. Besides, the 3 of us prefer to look ahead, not back. Even myself. Is there anything else I can help you with? Yes, I'm looking for the certain book. But it's going to sound dumb, but I've been doing this job for years, and I assure you, whatever it is, I've heard dumber. Well, I don't know the title of the book or what it's about. All I know is it's hardcover and about so big. And probably an antique? Well, something of that size and age would be in our stacks. All the books out front here are ones that won't be mourned if an undergrad doodles in the margins or uses a slice of bologna as a bookmark. Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with? Ah, fine, thanks. The only way to get to the stacks. A tall, wiry man with a single giant eyeball for a head glares at you as you approach. Hello? Douglas calls over to you. I'm afraid the stacks are off limits to undergraduates, faculty, and alumni only. So I have to pass all my courses first? Exactly. Once you have all three signatures on your course transcript, Ted will verify them and let you through. And I should warn you, not that I think you'd attempt to cheat or anything, but Ted is very good at spotting forgeries and has a lot of pent-up anger and frustrations. And Ted clenches and unclenches his fist while watching you carefully. Okay then. Hello there, are you new here? Yes, I'm Vivian. My name is Janet. Please don't be alarmed by my visible mechanical insights. I'm in no pain. Well, that's good. But isn't immobility an issue? Oh, I'm perfectly mobile. I have wheels, and the Robotectronics department has provided me with some very nice telescopic arms. I'm just sitting down right now because with the majority of students on break, I don't have any books that need shelving. Ah, okay then. Anything I can help you with, dear? Know anything about chemicals? Mostly just the ones concerned with digestion, but I have been to visit the chemicals department before. Did you notice the bronze statue in the foyer? It's a life-size statue of Dr. Adams, the founder of the department. Not just life-size, but incredibly lifelike as well. How it's sculpted, it sure knew a thing or two about bronze. That's not a sculpture. You look somebody up. Look up a name. Okay, random Jones. Herbert Jones, professor of cyber biology from 1864-1888. Presiding the internal investigation revealed that there is no such academic discipline. Of course. Okay, so I got a couple of these. Scalaring, vectoring, chemicals. But I gotta go back to Ocean City. Yep, there we go. Check the message pad next to the phone. There is a note for you. Call Don T with a phone number. Upon auditory processing the alert bell from the cell phone device, I answer it. Come on, Don, dial it back a notch. As it is you who have dialed my number, I do not entirely understand this request, Vivian Taylor. Alright, well anyway, what do you need? Our observationalists have reported that you have or will soon become operational within Porkham, in the locus of education known as the Seaside Institute of Technology. Is this another shakedown? I'm not going to put this cruise on an entire university for you. That will not be necessary, as we are not in a competitive use relationship with this academical institution. No kidding. The specific task we require of you is to sensitive to communicate to you in a telephone you are on the matter. Proceed with luncheon at Fish and Chips, whereupon you will meet with one of our operatives who is owned by the sober cat Greasy Steve. You'll recognize him by... No, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I'll know him when I see him. Then fortuitous chance on your objective. I really don't like Dante. I know that... Yeah, it's meant to be like joking and stuff like that, but it's freaking annoying to read this out loud. You wander into an empty classroom and find a blackboard covered with complex physics equations. Internalize them. You study the equations until they become a part of you. You'll have to remember to check that box on your next census form. Okay. Some looking hobo selling pencils. You seem down, not getting any business? Nope, I thought this was a real good plan too. College kids always need pencils, right? I can't sell a dang one of the things. You get this mean look on their faces too, a sort of pitying sneer, like they think I'm super dumb and these must be dumb pencils that only write down the answers or something. Well, that's no good. He looks glumly at the sidewalk and rattles a smug of pencils at you. The mark has "I'm with stupid" printed on it, with an arrow pointing toward the handle. That explains a lot. Get one, thanks. Pen is mightier than the sword, but the pencil is greater than the sun and the stars. Pen is pathetic in comparison. Now let's ask about hobo code. Do you have any hobo codes to share? You wouldn't want any hobo code I could give you. It'd probably just be dumb and wrong. Probably mix up the one that means free pie here with one that means bottomless pit or something. Jeez, man. Wait, I think there was a way to help this dude. On the way where you're going, you wander into a vacant laboratory and look around. A big chunk of bloodstone ore sits on one of the lab workbenches. From the notes on the chalkboard, you conclude that somebody was trying to prove definitively that you can't get blood from a stone. Contradict their findings. Using your geology training and also a spoon, you collect some blood from the stone. If they had used literally any other type of rock, their experiment would have been a success. Yeah, this is just good parts of some blood. Nice. Gift shop. Oh! Right, so now these things appear. Some weird little pocket of nothing and just sort of hovering here? Yeah, maybe I should ask Jessica about it. Not so long ago, this short would have caused a national-wide scandal, of course. Jazz pants? This is the most coffee cups we've ever seen in one place. Rack of study branded kitchen bridges. Okay, S-I-T. Pennant, S-I-T. Coffee mug. Souvenir mug from the Seaside Institute of Technology. It has the school motto on it, Sumus Valde Captiosus. I have no idea what it means. I don't know if I want any new slack. Okay, Mr. Coward. No, I'm good with this. But yeah, it would be a good idea to go to Jessica and ask about this weird. I found a weird little hole in space. A what? Like a sort of shadow pocket kind of thing? No, you didn't put your hand in it or anything, did you? No? Okay, good. You think that will be bad? Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it seems like putting your hand into a weird pouch of shadow energy would be a bad idea. Makes sense. Jessica opens a desk drawer and pokes around inside it. Shows it's something to a pair of pliers that ionize them or something I didn't catch. Ah, here they are. Shadow closing pliers. This is a pair of pliers made out of some weird shiny metal. Jessica assures you that the jaws come together at a special angle or something. If you see any more of these things, you should be able to use these pliers to finish them closed without actually touching them with your hands. Neat, thank you. That's what I needed. I could technically, keep reaching into these things and increase my shadow taint, but it's not something that I want to do. You only get bad ending when you do this stuff. You place the jaws of the pliers around the little hole and arrange them closed. Or wide and closed, I guess? Okay, what do we have here? Dangerous looking kinetic sculpture. This guy must be the janitor, presumably. Hi there, are you the janitor? Yep, that's me. Been the janitor in this place for nigh on 6 years. Got any questions? I figure I know about all there is to know about these buildings. Wow, everything? Well, everything janitorial at any rate. I do have a question, in fact. Well, the Scalar Wing. The good Scalar Wing, that's my alma mater, Oh, really? Yep, liberal arts class of 1869. 69. Yeah, that's nice. Anything else, Vector Wing? Somebody scribbled some weird symbols on the wall next to the Paradox Lab. Don't know why anybody would want to post a thing like that, considering every classroom has got a chalk which is scribbled in weird symbols on. You can't get any paint to cover it over with, because they're using it all to paint the infinite hallway. How do you use chalk instead? Interesting. Anything in the main lobby? You mean this lobby right here? Yeah. The one I was almost finished mopping before you came in without wiping your feet? Oh, sorry. Just yeah. Ain't no difference to me which floor I'm mopping. A finite hallway? There's a good hallway. Goes on for a little while and then it stops. Real traditional, easy to clean. Love it. And infinite? They said I can't start mopping down until they've finished painting it, which suits me since they ain't never gonna finish painting it, no matter how many clever math tricks they come up with. Super task, not good. Let's see, Paradox Lab. Access granted if and only if the door is closed. Sure enough, there's a big area next to this door covered in chalk. It's difficult to see because it's white on white. Okay, you translate the code. It's weird. It's a set of instructions that don't seem to make much sense. You study them for a while and begin to understand apparently it's a sequence of actions that will allow you to open the door to the Paradox Lab. Start with the first step. And then turn 45 degrees to the right. March in place for 9 steps. And pivot forward 20 at the waist. Swivel your neck 60 degrees to the right. And then march in place for 2 steps. Nod your head. Tap your teeth. After you complete the final step, you look up and find yourself inside the Paradox Lab. It's a howling chaos that cannot be described in text, and that we have unfortunately also declined to present visually. You marvel at the angles, you giggle at the math, you begin to sweat as you consider the ratios. You grab a cup of coffee to go. You got an item, no coffee. All the cups of coffee you've ever seen, this isn't one of them. What a joy. Yeah, this is no matter what you do, you just pick these things at random. Barbecuing, what do we have here? This one appears to be hooked up to a supply of barbecue sauce instead of water. Sounds like my thing. Goblin is concentrating on the cooking. You have never been less interested in the contents of a vending machine. Finest snouts. Of course. Anything on the notice board? They spelled notices wrong, but they were hoping nobody would notice. Okay, notice. I see what you did there. But anyway, let's go to fish and chips. You okay, Molly? You've gone 5 full minutes without saying a word. Oh, that's unexpected. Where did you find the book? Oh, what a bench, Summers. It's pretty interesting. Why, ballistics? You think we'll be needing to throw a 90-kilogram projectile over 300 meters? Because there's a real juicy diagram in here. Look. Gee, Molly, you could be the girl that revolutionizes gang warfare. Except the opposite of revolutionize. Now, this dude. Offer him the SIT mug. Hey, maybe try this SIT mug instead. Maybe that'll convince the students that you're smart. Say, that just might work. Thanks. Here, I'll swap you. Dumb coffee mug. Reduces all confidence mysticality by your mysticality. Cracked and dirty coffee mug that has I with stupid printed on it with an arrow pointing toward the handle. This is dumb and puzzling on multiple levels. Good luck. Now, promo code to share? Certainly, he uses one of his pencils to draw some symbols on a scrap paper for you. Thanks. As soon as the kids get back from break, I'll bet I'll sell a ton of pencils. Well, good luck to you, dude. Okay, I need me some sleaze armor. Sandwich green crystal. I don't know if that's enough. I'll have to go with this. There we go, greasy paper hat. Soldier stripe, but one of the pieces of trash is big enough for your head to fit into. Plus 1 Moxie, plus 2 sleaze armor, that's nice. And now back to my regular. There we go. Now this is Greasy Steve, but there is also this dude. This is a grid that explains what kinds of things are and are not sandwiches. It's surprising how often it occurs on the side of sandwich. The kid behind the counter has the glassy-eyed stare traditional to all fast food employees, or rather, what will come to be known as fast food in about 23 years. You okay? Huh? Oh yeah, just since all the students are gone, there practically hasn't been anyone in here all day except that one guy gorging himself. Who's he? I don't know. But he's in here every day, all day, and he's always eating. Sometimes other guys in suits come in and they whisper together all shifty like for a minute. And then the other guys leave and this guy keeps eating. It's freaking me out. And what do they talk about? Look, pal, I'm just working here part-time to pay my way through college. Which, in 1928, is completely feasible. I'm not getting involved in whatever that guy deals is. I see. Well, what's on the menu? Okay, extra spicy cocktail sauce? Fish sandwich, burger style? Fish sandwich, hot dog style? Fish sandwich, taco style? Onion starfish, I'm gonna guess. couple of these for the pies just in case. These guys are glumly picking at a plate of food. Hey, there's something wrong? Oh well, I just moved out here for school and this food is... I mean, it's fine, but it just isn't like what we have back home. What's different about it? My dad worked at a barbecue sauce factory, so everything we ate was smothered in barbecue sauce. I thought I was ready for new experiences at college, but I'm so homesick. Yeah, I can relate. For me, it was maple syrup. He's poking at his foot and frowning. Maybe I can help. Wow, really? That'd be swell. Pulls a little paper cup out of his pocket and hands it to you. There's gotta be some barbecue sauce somewhere on the campus, right? It's 1928 after all. Empty sauce cup, nice. A little paper ramekin full of nothing but delicious potential. Curry sauce cups around with you? Yeah, well, like I said, barbecue sauce is a really important part of my identity. Well, I'll see what I can do, Floyd Carbuncle. I'll see what I can do, Floyd. And now, you. A man in a really slick suit, described as, because it's both expensive and covered in grease, is stuffing his face. This has got to be Greasy Steve. Hi, Greasy Steve. I like how you didn't phrase that as a question. You're a cool customer, kid. I get what Donny Fazara sees in ya. Put it there. Grabs his hand on his lap and offers you a handshake. You take it with a grimace, and your hand immediately slides out of his grip. Now, here's the deal. We got some, what you might call, dirty meat, see? And we gotta get it laundered. Meat laundering? I don't know much about that. It's easy. The only tricky part is you gotta find a way into SIT's laundry room to do it. SIT's laundry room? Yeah, and I can't. Oh, it's a steam laundry, and only a steam laundry is gonna be powerful enough to clean this particularly dirty meat. Pass it gets sucked under the table, and you take a look inside it. Bag of dirty meat, a bag of ill-gotten gains. Ew. Yeah, I can see that you see what I mean. Anyway, get it cleaned up and bring it back to me, and you'll get your payment. That's a briefcase sitting next to his chair. Gross. Well, alright. Okay, so... Wait, first thing first, vectoring. Okay, you decide to take a shortcut down an alley between two buildings. Or as opposed to any other kind of alley, I guess. But you find your path blocked by an open manifold spewing thick greenish-brown steam. It smells about like you'd expect. Unfortunately, when you turn around to head back, you find three fishmen slithering out of the shadows to block your path. I guess we gotta fight. I mean, could have been worse. Yeah, now I have only 2 action points because no more food item. I completely forgot that I should probably eat something. And apply a potion. Okay, 9 physical damage. 1 physical damage 8 times. Now let's go with this one. Ooh, that was strong. Ew, fish liver oil. Anyways, yeah. Food. Grilled cheese increases Moxie by 1, so I'm going to eat this one, thank you. And potions. Now you know what? It's disgusting, but let's go with this one. You rub the oil all over your skin, especially on the parts of your skin that cover your muscles. Nice. Yeah, the laundry room is currently closed for repairs, so you apologize for the inconvenience and ask that you please refrain from washing your socks in the drinking fountains, of course. This fountain appears to be hooked up to a supply of barbecue sauce. There we go. Cup of barbecue sauce. Lloyd will be thrilled to see this. I cannot enter astronomy. I cannot enter anything else, I think. One moment. Physical education, frozen food, culinary science, so technically I can... Okay, steam tunnel access. Much better. Barbecue ring, maintenance access? Hotwire it. Okay, that's more than enough. Massive steam powered freezer. What's in here? ranged weapon. This your max equals 4 cold damage. It will come in handy if you like somebody I know that you want the drink to be nice and cold, but don't like them enough to get close to them. Thanks. Short stories of long winters. Nice, cold armor. Good, I'm good with this. So, let's change this. This is dealing cold damage, so this is way better than physical stuff. Especially against the shadow thing, against the shadow creatures. Let's close this thing, let's take a look at my experience, or not. Steam power, this will dry clothes way faster than boiling them. Full of dangerous laundry chemicals? There we go, launder the mob's meat. You don't want to look at a gross filthy meat again, so you just throw the whole thing into the machine and start a wash cycle. You wait, the machine continues to launder the meat. Keep waiting? Continue with waiting. It's like watching paint dry, but less interesting. Skip to the end of the waiting. You take advantage of the fact that the time can pass at an arbitrary rate during one of these dialogues and skip to the end of the whole laundry process. Thank you. This bag is as clean as the bag our whistle came in. As you know, the meat inside is equally clean. Okay, back to Greasy Steve. Okay, more shadows. There are 3 shadows here, this time in the shape of little people. They seem to be groveling and praying and twitching before falling through the shadow figure, which is basically the same except it has horns and a little pitchfork like a cartoon devil. Is this going to be some kind of shadow mimicry and or mockery of human religions? Am I maybe overthinking this? Gotta fight the guys, unfortunately. And these are really unpleasant to fight. Wait, do I have... Unfortunately, all of them have... Yeah, quite a lot of help. Let's make our pet do a little bit of the work. Let's see now. There we go. Cold damage 19. It does not... Shit, all of this is physical. And as I said, physical damage is capped at 5 points. And this is also why it's really good to have this thing. The Ice Maker, because this thing literally deals non-physical damage, so I do not have to worry about being capped, so that's good. I know, so it was a little bit of jumbled word salad, but yeah. I've been relying on physical weapons a little bit too much, that's the main thing. Yeah, you won, there'll be no incomprehensible maybe satire on your watch. Thank you. Okay, briefcase full of meat. You glance around to make sure nobody's watching and slide the sack of freshly laundered meat across the table. Greasy Steve opens the sack and glances inside. Nice job, kid. Here's your payment. Picks up his briefcase, empties the sack into it, and slides the briefcase back to you. Seriously? Shrugs and goes back to stuffing his face. Don't Toblerone would call you if he needed you again, of course. Here, go try 1 serving of barbecue sauce. Holy cow, thank you. Takes a big sniff of the sauce. Ah, sweet and smoky, just like Dad used to make. Well, just like the machines that Dad's factory used to make. His job was just making sure the rats didn't unionize. Of course. Well, enjoy. I sure will. Thanks for your help. Thank you, I guess. Let's take a look. No, I'm not going to upgrade just yet. Not yet. But, judging at the time, it's been definitely an hour of me. I mean more than an hour of me rambling around here and playing. So, once again, I want to be relatively consistent with the time. So, time for me to wrap everything up. So, without any further delay, that's all for today's episode. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Have a great one.